Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abbas Fazal. Welcome again to the Game Plan. Today, the last day of the festival. It should be ending with some of our finals, which will pick our final winners, and obviously going into the closing ceremony tonight. Today, a very special guest of ours is the team captain of Dubai. Here with me is Masum. So, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you, Abbas.
Masum, it's been months and months of preparation. Today, here on the last day, how's it been going so far?
Well, the tournament is a huge one. 450 participants from overseas, more than 100 from local participation. It's really very, very difficult to organize. But I can tell you, the way the boys work hard in each and every department, be it catering, be it transport, be it hotel, be it the press, all the sports captains, I think it's hats off for them.
Masum, how this is a real pressure job that you took on. How did you deal with the pressure?
Well, Abbas, as you know, I'm here in Dubai for the last almost 40 years.
That's right.
We have seen you guys growing in front of us. So pressure is there, but we are very fortunate that we have good youngsters who are disciplined, who are respectful, and we know, and we have given them the jobs to be done, and then we know that they are doing the job. So frankly speaking, really not too much pressure on us, on a person like me.
That's great to hear, Masum. So Masum, before this whole tournament, obviously you started talking to your teams, and I know it's not just one team, you were talking to the volleyball, the football, the badminton teams. What was your strategy? What was your game plan? How were you going to come to this festival?
The game plan was simple. This festival is called Unity Festival, and the purpose of this festival is networking, making new friends, bhaicharo in Gujarati.
Yep.
And the games are an excuse just to meet us together. And I told my boys, I said, look, if you lose, it doesn't matter, because the winner is your brother.
Wow, what a super point.
Secondly, we just want to maintain discipline on the ground. We are the host. We will be looked upon in a very serious situation. So we must adopt discipline. We must adopt the ground etiquette. Simple.
Well, Masum, talking about unity, and I think you're looking at the bigger picture, which is probably, as youngsters, we don't see that. We're looking at that game. We want to win that game. We do or die fight situation. But let me take it one step further. Let me ask you, being Dubai itself, we have three different segments. We have Jaffrey Sports, we have Unity, and we have G6. Is there a reason, and we get these questions here even at the media, as to why this separation? Is there anything you can explain that maybe your wisdom knows that we don't?
Look, I don't think there is any separation besides the names.
Understood.
We are one community. The community is become big. There was a time when we were very small and we had Jaffrey Sports. Obviously, one organization cannot handle so many sports and so many people. We have only 11 players in a team. So I think by having unity, by having NEM, by having even other people who play in the mornings, it's a good competition.
Understood.
And for everybody.
That's a very good
At
point.
the end of the day, we are just separated by names. At the end of the day, we eat together. We meet together and we shake hands together. When it comes to play with each other, we know we are brothers.
Masum, I mean, well, like I said, big picture stuff. Masum, you've been involved with many festivals, inclusive of myself, under your lead for many, many times. You've been playing football for many, many years. Going to other festivals, or being part of Dubai, going to other festivals, what do you feel are some of the mistakes we have made in the past that you made sure would not be made? coming to this festival?
Well, first of all, I want to correct you. I was involved in the other festivals, but it was my brother who headed
That is true.
the
That is true.
2005, which was even bigger, and it was very well recognized throughout the world.
That is true. I remember that.
I was part of it. Of course, when you organize such a huge festival, whether it's we or it's Dar es Salaam or Nairobi or UK, anybody, mistakes are bound to happen. But they are not on purpose. They are unknowing. We try to correct them, but still it happens. And I'm sure if you ask the guests, they will tell you this festival or in the past, Dubai, the way they organize is A1.
It sure is. That's what everybody's saying.
Facilities A1. You cannot dream to play at the golf course where Tiger Woods or number 1, number 2, number 3 of the world are playing. Irani club facilities, superb. Where will get the spots? In the grounds. So, at the end of the day, Dubai is the center. Organization-wise, whether it is football or sports or it is World Federation or any other organization of Koja that is being organized in Dubai, Dubai always stands out.
I totally agree. The feedback we as a media team from the people we're interviewing, and you've probably seen it on our Facebook page, that there is a lot of absolute positivity towards the Unity Games. Continuing on, and another thing we get a lot of questions about, not just the media team but in general, people question certain rules that have taken place at the Unity Games. For example, certain teams are allowed to play with different name tags. For example, a player can play, is in Stanmore, is a member of Stanmore, wants to play for Mombasa. Dubai has said it's okay. We have players from Dubai want to play for another team. People say it's okay. Now, from what I've been told and understood, that there are certain bylaws that correct these or govern these issues. How do you feel about this?
Well, you see, the thing is, I don't know if there is any Dubai player playing for another team, but obviously there are a lot of Dubai boys who have migrated to Canada or to UK, and they are eligible to play for Canada. We have, you know, 2 football players.
That's right.
They are our players. They grew up in Dubai, very well in sports. They played for Canada, and they made Canada win.
Yes,
so we are proud of that as well. We allowed few players from Nairobi to play with Mombasa because Nairobi could not make the team, and we wanted Mombasa to come. At the end of the day, it's unity.
Perfect. I like that. How
So we said yes. But then again, there are other rules that we have to follow. Sports, each category has got its own rules, and we have to follow those rules. We cannot make concessions because of unity. If you all the time you say that it's unity, make this change or make this change, or you know, bend your rules there. No, unity is unity. Rules are rules.
And that is understood. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Abbas Fazl from Game Plan. We'll take a quick break. Again, we're talking to the very wise Masum Somji, team manager of Dubai. We'll be back in a few minutes. A message from our sponsors.
Is unity, networking, together with our sports. We should play sports to win, but not at an expense of fighting or indiscipline in the matches. And especially as we are the hosts, and you know what a host has to do for its guest. We cannot, and absolutely cannot be seen to be fighting, to be arguing, to be indisciplined on the ground. If we have to lose the game, we lose the game. But we cannot be seen, and nobody can point a finger, ya Dubai ma aloka cheating kaya, Dubai ma aloka every time treat kaya. We cannot be seen to be done that. So it is the responsibility of the captain on the ground to make sure that each and every player is the most disciplined player as a host. That's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, final day of the Unity Games 2015 with me, Masum Somji, team manager of Dubai. Masum, to continue on. You always hear positives and negatives. There is a negative that is being brought up specifically, as we can only talk for the Dubai team at this point. Certain people are complaining that the selection of members into their teams here at Dubai was unfair. How do you oppose this?
You're saying the foreign, the guests are complaining?
No, our own certain players that are not playing saying they did not get picked for a certain team, and obviously they feel it was unfair. How do you oppose this? And I understand, and we both know, we've been playing this for a long time, we've been playing games, we've played for many teams together. How do you oppose this? And just to clarify this situation once and for all.
Well, it's a very, very difficult question. You cannot make justice at any time. Whether you pick the best 12 or 14, you will still have this negativity. Because everybody wants to participate.
Exactly.
Everybody wants to participate. We can only have 14 or 15 in a side. We had team managers, coaches of every team. They play with their players every day, every week. They are the best judge. They are the best judge as to whom to pick. Mashallah, we picked 4 Dubai football teams. So out of 90 in Ramadan, we played nearly half. We picked so many players for volleyball, because these are the 2 main sports being played. Cricket, we had 2-3 teams. Badminton, we have 4 teams. Tennis, we have 4 teams. How much more you can do in 4 days?
Very, very good
So,
point.
negativity will be there. I will be disappointed if I'm not picked. You will be disappointed.
It's
But
human
that's
nature.
what- It's human nature. But I would say to these guys, if you are not picked, doesn't matter. Try hard, and you'll get picked next time.
I think that's a very, very strong message coming from Masum there. Try harder and try to leave the negativity behind. Masum, looking at the bigger picture once again. We have the World Federation, which heads our community and Islamic section. You have been heavily involved in a big part of the Jiba movement, which is bringing our businesses together. What about a sports federation that envelopes the whole sports of all these countries under one umbrella? What do you think about that?
I think it's a fantastic question that you're asking, and that question lies deep in my heart. At the moment, we play sports individually.
What do you mean? Sorry.
Individually, I mean, I'm interested in going to play tennis, I'll go and play tennis. Nobody is on top of me to ask me, are you playing or not? We need proper administration, proper organization in each and every club to make sure that each and every youth and member of our community has to play one sport or another. We have to emphasize, we have to be strict so that our boys can concentrate on football. Now I can hear, as I mentioned earlier, Nairobi cannot make a team of cricket, whilst we have a super class state club in Nairobi where Kenya cricket team can play, and we don't have a cricket team. What does it say? It's a sad story. It's really a sad story. We in Dubai, unfortunately, we don't have our own club, but the amount of money that we pay to play all the sports, whether it's cricket, and instead we are paying 30,000 dirhams to play for half a year of cricket. We play heavily for Iranian club, but we are playing. I think the world body, that is the World Federation, should have a world sports organization within itself, and we should have a sports academy. Each club should have an academy, and each club should find talents from that community and make sure that they get proper
Harness that.
coaching.
Yeah.
And tomorrow, instead of not having one cricket team, we should have 2 cricket teams. That should be our goal. I can see Stanmore as a 13-year-old kid. Fantastic tennis.
We've seen him on the court.
Fantastic tennis. I salute the parents, because it's the parents first should make sure that the children go to play. And having this coaching, they're giving a private coaching. Why not a community academy where you can go to this community, and the community, we have a lot of money. We can employ good coaches in all the departments. So the sports is really, in the whole of our community, is unorganized. We only become organized at the time of festival, and then we fill in the blanks. So my message is that we need to organize each and every club, and on top of that we need to have a world body and make sure that we develop players in each sports area. And tomorrow when we have a festival, we have people, professional people, that come and play.
Amazing. I think that's some very far looking vision that you have there. Masum, coming towards the end of this interview, the festival ends tonight. Where does Dubai go from here? I understand what your vision is, but what are the next few steps from here on?
Well, Dubai, again, every department is playing. Football, cricket, they're all playing. They're well organized as well. But again, it doesn't deter us to have a sports academy. Or we should be looking forward to have a ground of our own. It may be in Barsha, far away, but we should have a ground of our own. And that will make our community more closer, and we can develop more good players, and we can be good in every department.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it directly from the team manager of Dubai, telling us our way forward, how to increase the unity, how to increase our level in sport. All we can say, Masum, thank you for taking care of a lot of this, to go through the months and months of pressure to be able to have such a successful festival. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Abbas Fazil reporting live on the gameplay.
Thank you, Abbas. Before I finish, I would like to thank the whole committee of this Unity organization for the hard work that they've done. I don't want to mention everybody in person, but each and every department, they've given their full 100% to make sure that this event is successful. And I would also like to thank all the visitors who have come from far and wide, Toronto, New York, Dar es Salaam, Nairobi, for 4 or 5 days, sacrifice the work to make sure that they participate. And I hope, inshallah, that the next festival will have even more participants, because we are a big community. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very, very much.